God first. Modesta Kakula, a businessman in Namibia, has an unusual way of sharing Jesus. Slogans painted on his three cars, not three, three cars declare, God first. Number one, God first. Modesty's novel approach to mission outreach began when his first employer offered to sell him a car for 50,000 Namibian dollars, which is 4,000 US dollars, in the town of Katima, Molilo. Modesty, 2 years out of high school and newly married, worked hard and managed to pay off all but 5,000 Namibian dollars, $400 US dollars in 4 months. Then his employer changed his mind and priced the car at 60,000 Namibian dollars. Why are you changing the price just now when I'm about to finish paying for it? Modesty asked. A few months later, when Modesty had paid off all but 5,000 Namibian dollars, his employer increased the price to 70,000 Namibian dollars. Modesty tried to pay off the car again, and to his surprise, his employer then accused him of not making any payments. The case ended up in court, and the judge ruled in favor of Modesty. But the employer furiously told the court he will only get the car over my dead body. Modesty's wife, Rebecca, whispered to her husband and then asked to address the court. Weeping, she said, "Let him keep the car. God will make a way for us." The employer returned 22,000 Namibian dollars to Modesty and fired him. At home, Modesty, with no job or income, tearfully poured out his heart to God. As he prayed, he accidentally knocked his Bible to the floor. Picking up the open Bible, Modesty's eye. Where am I now? I got lost. At home, Modesty, with no job or income, tearfully poured out his heart to God. As he prayed, he accidentally knocked his Bible to the floor. Picking up the open Bible, Modesty's eyes fell on Romans 8:28, which says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose." Wow, Modesty exclaimed as peace and assurance filled his heart. The next morning, the phone rang while Modesty was still in bed. An unfamiliar male voice offered to sell him a car for 23,000 Namibian dollars. Modesty rushed to the man's house. Sure enough, a car was available for sale. At Modesty's pleadings, the man lowered the price to 22,500 Namibian dollars, and Modesty borrowed money from his parents to pay the balance. To testify to everyone about God's goodness, Modesty immediately painted the slogan, "Number one, God first," above the car window. Today, Modesty is an elder and business owner with 3 cars, each of which have the slogan above the rear window. Wherever his cars go, people point it and say, "God first."
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sabbath School. We're dealing with the Minutemen this morning. Thank you, Miriam. And I guess I'll step in and be a Minuteman also. We will do what God needs us to do. This wasn't exactly the way I'd planned to begin, but I'll tell you what, thank God for the opportunity to be able to begin. We welcome those of you who are watching us online too. Welcome to our Sabbath school lesson time. This past week we've had Thanksgiving. Are there many things for you to be thankful for? Are there? You see, it's easy to complain, I didn't get this, I didn't get that, this didn't go right, this didn't go right, I'm needing this, I'm needing that. Yes. But God puts these things on our way. He brings us trials, He brings us troubles. These we can be overcomers. So God wants all of us to be overcomers. When you get to heaven, you notice I didn't say if, I said when you get to heaven, you will be able to give thanks to Him face to face for all of the trials and the troubles that He brought you through. And you look back and you'll say, it was worth it. It was worth it. So as you go through your life, don't look at the trials and things that happen to you as curses or problems. I'm learning myself to turn them around and say, Father, thank you for the blessing to be able to do this, for I know I could not do this or go through this without your grace and your power. So in this season of Thanksgiving, as we have our family and friends with us, let's thank God for the blessings that we have received, because they are many. If you take a chance to look at it, the very fact that we are here this morning is a blessing from God. So at this time, if we could have our mission spotlight, we would appreciate it. How are we coming? All right. Well, if we could do one thing, Miriam, could you